Okay, we're going to look at page 121 today, the bugs in your candy. So pause, find page 121. Okay, and that's where I'm going to read from. The bugs in your candy. The color additives in processed foods are present in even smaller amounts than the flavor additives. Many of New Jersey's flavor companies also manufacture these color additives, which are used to make processed foods look good. Food coloring serves much the same purpose as women's makeup. It's often made from the same basic ingredients. Titanium dioxide, for example, is a mineral with many different uses. It can give candies, frosting, and icing their bright white colors. It is used as a coloring in makeup. And it also is commonly used in white house paints. So you can use titanium dioxide to ice your cake or paint your house. At Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's, color additives can be found in many of the sodas, salad dressings, cookies, chicken dishes, and even sandwich buns. One of the most widely used color additives comes from an unexpected source. Cochineal extract, also known as carmine or carmine acid, is made from the dead bodies of small bugs harvested mainly in Peru and the Canary Islands. The female dactylot, whatever, Coccus costa, likes to feed on cactus pads, and the color from the cactus gathers in her body and her eggs. The little bugs are collected, dried, and ground into a coloring additive. It takes about 70,000 of the insects to make a pound of carmine, which is used to make processed foods look pink, red, or purple. Danon's strawberry yogurt gets its color from carmine, as do many candies, frozen fruit bars, fruit fillings, and Ocean Spray pink grapefruit juice. Okay, and there is a picture of the bug right there on page 122. Okay, and that's the bug. So again, that bug is collected, dried, ground up, and then they use that bug to color things that are pink, red, or purple. So if you're eating something that's pink, red, or purple, there's a very good chance that bug is in it. Studies have found that the color of a food can influence the way people think it tastes. Bright colored foods seem to taste better than bland looking foods, even when their flavors are exactly the same. The color additives in children's food have become increasingly bold. According to IFF, kids are now drawn to outrageous colors and foods that change color in your mouth. Foods that are strawberry flavored no longer need to be pink. Grape flavored foods don't need to be purple. Bright blue and green colorings are quite popular, regardless of the food's flavor. Boys are more likely to girls to try foods that are strangely colored, like purple french fries and purple ketchup, or foods that do strange things in your mouth, like mega warheads, which turn your tongue blue. The popularity of unnatural colors, however, has led to accidental poisonings. Some laundry detergents and window washing fluids are the same bright blue color as drinks such as Frost Gatorade. Small children have tried to drink these toxic liquids thinking they will taste delicious. For thousands of years, people could judge the safety of a food by its color. Foods that were dangerous or had gone bad often didn't look right. If your red meat turned green or blue, you probably decided not to eat it. The widespread use of bold food colorings has made it harder to see if something's wrong with your food, and some poisonous liquids deliberately given unnatural colors so that nobody will drink them now remind toddlers of their favorite drinks. So in other words, coloring things those weird colors has now made it hard to tell if something's good for you or bad for you. Okay? Things don't stand out as much as they used to because we are all using the same coloration. The U.S. government claims that the color and flavor additives widely used in processed foods are safe. That might not always be the case. Carmine, remember the bug, can cause reactions in some people. Tartazine, a yellow food coloring, can cause hyperactivity, headaches, rashes, and increased risk of asthma in some children. It has been banned in Norway, Finland, and Australia, but is still used by food companies in the United States and Great Britain. Tartazine can be found in British and American sodas, candies, chewing gum, jello, and butterscotch pudding mixes, among other things. A number of scientists now worry that eating so many different chemicals in processed foods may not be good for young children. A study conducted in 2004 at the University of Southampton in England looked at the behavior of 277 children who were 3 to 4 years old. Over a series of weeks, the researchers gave each child either a fruit drink or a drink made with artificial colors and flavors that tasted exactly the same. The kids never knew which drink they were getting. They seemed much more hyperactive when they had the drink full of artificial ingredients than when they had the fruit juice. Each of the widely used chemical additives may be safe to eat by itself, but the safety of eating a large combination of additives at every meal remains unknown. We assume that because these things do not make us drop dead, they're safe, said Dr. Vivian Howard, a leading expert on toxic substances at the University of Liverpool in England. It's not true. In my opinion, I would recommend that kids just stay away from them. So, in other words, we're eating a lot of different chemicals in our processed foods, and they're finding that these artificial colors and flavors that we're taking in are causing other problems, especially in kids, like hyperactivity, headaches. And when they're doing studies, they're seeing that that's the case. If things that have more chemicals mean more issues. Okay, it doesn't always mean you're going to drop dead, but you're also going to have some issues. Okay, the more natural that we are, the better things are for us. All right, on to poop on Ronald. Even when a flavor additive is perfectly safe, it may be something that you don't want to eat. In 2001, Hitesh Shah contacted McDonald's to find out if their French fries really did have beef in them. Shah was a Los Angeles software designer, a regular customer at McDonald's, a vegetarian, and a devout Jain. His religion, Jainism, strictly forbids eating any meat and wearing any clothing made from animal products. Jain monks and Jain nuns cover their mouths with cloth so that they will never accidentally swallow or breathe in any insects. For years, McDonald's had said that its French fries were cooked in pure vegetable oil and could be eaten by vegetarians. Shah had heard that there was beef in the fries. He was very upset when McDonald's sent him an email admitting that a minuscule amount of beef was indeed used for flavor enhancement. Shah realized that every time he had eaten French fries at McDonald's, he'd broken one of the basic rules of his religion. Shah forwarded the McDonald's email to Vijay Sundarama, a reporter at India West, a California weekly newspaper with a large number of Hindu readers. Unlike Jains, Hindus are allowed to eat meat, but they must never eat beef. Hinduism teaches that cows are holy animals and cows cannot legally be killed in India. Sundarama investigated McDonald's use of beef flavoring and wrote an article for India West called "Where's the Beef? It's in your French fries." After reading the article, Harish Bharti, a Seattle attorney, angrily filed a lawsuit against McDonald's, claiming that the fast food chain had misled people. Eating a cow for a Hindu Barta later explained, would be like eating your own mother. So remember, they consider cows to be holy. So by eating beef, it's very against their religion, anything cow oriented. So all these people were eating beef from all these different, or were eating fries from all these different religions, thinking they weren't eating meat. And in reality, yes, they were taking in some type of beef. When news of the lawsuit reached India, a crowd of 500 Hindus marched to a McDonald's restaurant in the suburb of Bombay and destroyed it. At a McDonald's in Bombay, a crowd smeared cow poop on a statue of Ronald McDonald. In New Delhi, protesters staged a demonstration in front of McDonald's Indian headquarters. The sense of outrage that these Hindu felt seemed justified. They thought that McDonald's had shown disrespect to their religion by adding beef to the French fries in India. They assumed that the fries in India were being made the same way as the fries in the United States, a reasonable assumption. If you visit McDonald's anywhere in the world, the great taste of our famous French fries and Big Mac is the same, a McDonald's website declared, but that wasn't always true. McDonald's didn't use any beef flavoring in India, nor did it add beef to the fries in Great Britain, a country with a large Hindu population. Without telling anyone, McDonald's was quietly using different French fry recipes in different countries. In India and Great Britain, it didn't use any beef. In the United States, it used beef flavoring. And in Canada, Japan, Mexico, and Australia, McDonald's still made the French fries the old-fashioned way, cooking them in beef fat. So all these places, remember, McDonald's is supposed to be exactly the same, but now they're coming to find out that in all these places, they're really making their fries different. McDonald's apologized to vegetarians in the United States, settled the lawsuit filed by Harish Bharti, and as part of the settlement, donated $10 million to Hindu and vegetarian groups. The apology led other restaurant chains to admit that they were also using animal products to make their French fries taste better. At Denny's and Church's Kitchen, the fries were flavored with beef. At Burger King, the fries were flavored with chicken. Fries that taste like chicken may sound gross, but they're not gross. They're not as gross as some of the fries made in France. At restaurants over there, in the nation that invented French fries, they're sometimes cooked with horse fat. Bon appetit. Kind of gross, right? So you don't always know what is in our food. We're going to stop there and we'll meet together.